Here's how making $150K of passive income could kill your small business rate. So what is the small business deduction? So to explain this, I just drew a little diagram here. So essentially what we have is we have a corporation. Okay, so you have income coming into your corporation, and there's two different types of income. So you have active business income, but then you also have passive income. And these are taxed differently. So your active income is taxed at 11%. If it's under $500,000, if you start making over that, then it jumps to 27%. Your passive income, however, is taxed at around 50%. All right, so let's look at this section right here. So what happens is there's something called the small business deduction, and it's something that the government gives you. So if you make $500,000 of active business income, you're taxed at 11%. Anything over that, you're taxed at 27%. But what happens is if your passive income starts exceeding 50K, you start to lose that 11% that the government's giving you. It's called a clawback. So I drew a little graph over here, a little table, just kind of explaining it to make it a little bit easier. So essentially how it works, we're going to say that we made $500,000 this year. So let's say we made 50K of passive income. That's totally fine. So we get to keep our small business deduction. So we're going to pay 11% tax on that $500,000. Now let's say we made $100,000 of passive income. Now what happens is we pay 11% on 250K, but the remainder, the other 250K, we're now going to be paying 27% tax. So we start to lose that small business deduction. Now, if we jump to the last one, 150K, this is the max. Let's say you made 150K of passive income. You now lose that small business deduction, so you're paying on that $500,000, you're paying 27% tax. So this is where you have to be very careful with passive income, because the most important thing in a corporation is that 11%. That makes a huge, huge difference in taxes. So as I always say, if you guys have any questions, anything you want to add at all, feel free to comment below or send me a DM. I would love to chat.